It's time for our week 14 recap, and this is our last main recap. So let me just check in with you regarding your learning this week. The first area I want to comment on is guided reading versus the basal reader. And I can see through your participation activities that you really did learn a lot about guided reading and basal reading programs. Your KWLs and your webs showed me this. And again, that's a way that teachers can see how their students are learning new information. Many of you, I think, had experiences with one or another through observations in classrooms, so that was great as well. When I asked you which program you would choose for your classroom, many of you liked guided reading the best, and that was about 50-50. And the people that chose guided reading thought it was the best program because it met individual needs through differentiated instruction. It allowed you to have that classroom instruction really based around the child, whatever reading level they were. And you use that data from the running record and through your guided reading groups to basically plan each week individually for the students. And it is completely true. It's a lot of work, but it gives you the most influential, meaningful instruction for each student. Those of you who chose the basal reading program, which was about the other 50%, chose that because you think it will be a little bit easier to implement as a new teacher, and that is also true. Many new teachers choose a basal reading program because it's mapped out for them. It guarantees that you're going to be teaching the correct skills at the correct times, and it requires less planning. And that's a plus when you're a new teacher. So they're both good programs. I personally would only choose the guided reading program for myself if I had the option, but they both will give you successful reading classrooms. The bottom line to remember is you may not have a choice. You may have to do what your school district requires of you with the materials that they have purchased. But if you do have a choice, now you have the background to make the decision that would best meet your needs. Moving on to our floor plan design, I loved seeing those designs on Padlet. There were many different programs used. Some of you did it by hand, but they were really great. And I hope you enjoyed that activity thinking about your future classrooms. One thing that I noticed in pretty much every classroom is an arrangement that supported language-rich environments where conversations and cooperative learning were key. Also, I saw a lot of comfortable reading areas and areas where active learning would take place. So great job. It really does look like you understand the importance of that arrangement. Now for our kind of end of the semester wrap up. This week, your only activity is a final exam activity. We're not having a traditional final exam, but we're going to be having an activity or game, depending on the option you choose. Later today, I'll be posting a video giving you 3 options for participating. So please check back, and you will post the answers to your activity in the week 15 Dropbox that has been created, and have fun with this. It is an activity where you're going to showcase what you learned in all the chapters that we went through. The 3 options will be an individual hard copy. It's basically a PowerPoint where you'll jot your answers down on paper. The second option will be completing a game online on your own and posting your scores to me. And the third option will be joining me in the game with some of my other 270 sections that are face-to-face, and you can play along with us if you can participate during the time periods that are available. So 3 options, any option is fine. It's all the same exact questions, but I need you to post your answers, and you will be given a grade for this activity. Also, wrapping up the semester, if you have not dropped your Pinterest web address to me, please do that in the week 15 Dropbox. And also, week 15 has a wrap-up discussion question. I will be looking for answers to that question. Also, I'm going to be adding in an area for your feedback, a survey in the news area, because this is my first time teaching this course completely virtual. I've only taught it blended in the past, and I really tried to make it interactive. Again, I've said this before, I know it was a lot of work for you, but I hope the interaction and the activities that I chose help to enhance the learning experience, much like if you were in the classroom face-to-face with me. I'm always looking, though, for feedback to make this better, because if it's not working for you, then it's not meaningful. So I would appreciate any participation that you can give me in that survey when it's posted in the news area. All right, I will check back in at the end of this week, but for now, have a great last week.